They're inside here. Over here. Thanks.
What's going on tonight?
A man in crisis at a grocery store in Kitsap County.
We've got the ladder right here. It'd be right easy to climb down. Yeah.
Perfect. Sheriff's deputies responding to this call in April of last year couldn't convince him to come down from a cabinet.
We're not.
It's at this moment, when deputies pounce on the fallen man, that this turns into something more than a routine call.
Oh my God, what was that?
3 body cameras rolled as the sound of a gunshot rang out.
What just happened?
I have no idea. Somebody's gun went off.
Does he have a gun on him? We're all holstered.
Well, I'm saying I don't know if it went off in a holster.
None of the deputies had touched their weapons. Later, one of them realizes it was her gun that fired.
Okay, that's an empty shell.
That came out of your gun.
That just came out of my gun.
Your gun was in your holster.
My gun was in my holster. I felt it hot on my face.
Do me a favor.
Yep.
Take a deep breath.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm good.
No one was injured, but this incident launched an investigation of the deputy's sidearm, the Sig Sauer P320 handgun, widely used by police and the U.S. military. Last month, the State Criminal Justice Training Center permanently banned the P320 at the academies that train all Washington law officers. As we reported, leadership determined this video shows a Yakima recruit's P320 firing and almost striking an instructor. Both men said the recruit's finger was not on the trigger.
What the hell?
The Training Commission's case adds to a growing number of claims nationwide that the P320 fires on its own, even when secure in a holster. But some police agencies that issue the P320 oppose the ban.
I'm Chief Wendell Shirley of the Bellevue Police Department.
At this meeting earlier this month of the Criminal Justice Training Commission, Bellevue Police Chief Wendell Shirley said the decision would be a financial and operational hardship. He wants officers to train at the academy with a gun they'll use on the job.
And would ask the commission to consider placing a temporary pause on this directive to allow for a more thorough discussion about the budget and the impact.
Bellevue Police declined repeated interview requests from King 5, but in emails obtained through public records, the department's firearms expert called the ban outrageous and said academy leaders haven't listened to a word we've said. A lieutenant wrote, "We have made the decision and stand by our choice of the SIG P320, and SIG has proved it cannot fire without a trigger pull." Police in Kirkland also opposed the ban, writing, "We are shocked by the Training Commission's action. We don't believe the data supports this decision."
I felt something like hot on my leg when that sound went off.
Indeed, there are cases where the gun appears blameless.
Okay.
Self-check.
That wasn't.
During the Kitsap Sheriff's probe, investigators noticed this on the body cam video. The deputy's handcuffs loose in her duty belt, likely from the struggle. This photo shows how a handcuff strand could have entered the holster, which they say was responsible for pulling the trigger.
We're having to rearm our whole sheriff's department. Because there's a malfunctioning firearm out there.
Nevertheless, 4 days after our original story aired, Kitsap County Commissioners approved up to $400,000. That will pay for more than 200 new model firearms and training for all officers.
We want our deputies to have a safe, dependable weapon. And, they've been watching these play out too. And then, on King 5 News.
Even though the P320 was not blamed here, Kitsap County says deputies shouldn't have one more thing to worry about in a job that's already full of danger.
Obviously, there's plenty of case study here that says it's a defective firearm. Frankly, we need to get it off our deputies' hips.
We've left several messages, but Sig Sauer has never responded to our questions about its handguns. But soon after our stories aired, it issued this blistering statement on its website. It blames the controversy on anti-gun groups, members of the mainstream media, trial attorneys, and other uninformed people. It calls these claims manufactured lies and that all of these cases are negligent discharges, meaning someone or something did pull the trigger. They didn't just fire on their own. So what surprises me about that statement really is that a lot of these cases involve police officers who know a thing or two about guns, and they're generally not anti-gun, but Sig's statement definitely doesn't recognize that a lot of this comes from police officers.
And also, many civilians are owners of this gun as well.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. We have reported before one Pierce County man sued Sig after he said his P320 fired on its own and injured him. His attorney said that man could not comment because of a settlement, but there are hundreds of thousands of P320s in civilian hands, and typically these are the same guns that police officers have.